This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, if you live in Tamaqua, you are invited for a night out as a local group promotes local safety. Thanks for watching FYI here on SSPTV. I'm Ken Cara. Hazleton police responded to 3 separate reports of shots fired in the city last night. On Wednesday at 10:47 p.m., shots were fired at the intersection of West Diamond Avenue and P Streets. Police found 3 9mm shell casings at the scene. There was no one injured or damage reported. This morning at 2:02 a.m., officers were near 8th and Laurel Streets when they heard several gunshots. They then noticed a gold Nissan Maxima going east on 8th Street very fast. The car fled when police tried to pull it over, and they saw a passenger throw something out of the vehicle that ended up being a firearm that was reported stolen on July 25th in Freeland. The gold Nissan got away and was later found unattended in a parking lot near Diamond Avenue and Garfield Streets. And then at 2:14 this morning, 3 bullets hit a double home near 12th and Church Streets. Police found 4 9mm shell casings. No one was injured. Now, if anyone has any information on these incidents, you are asked to call Hazleton Police at 459-4940 or dial 911. State police are looking for a tractor trailer that was involved in a fatal accident last Friday. The tractor cab is tan-colored and the trailer is an open flatbed. The trailer will have markings from the accident on the back right. The accident happened around 10:25 on Friday night at Interstate 80 East on the on-ramp just near south on Route 93 or on Route 93 South. A motorcycle lost control for unknown reasons while going on the on-ramp and then went into eastbound travel lanes on Interstate 80 where it hit the back of the tractor trailer. The driver of the motorcycle was pronounced dead at the scene and a name has not yet been released. Anyone with information that can help police find the driver of the tractor trailer is asked to call State Police at 459-3890. Butler Township Police, Valley Regional Fire, and Sugarloaf Ambulance assisted State Police on the scene. A temporary protection from abuse order has been obtained against the chairman of Luzerne County Council. Luzerne County Judge Lisa Gelb signed the PFA Wednesday against Rick Morelli. The order requested by Dina Pickett of Dallas mandates that Morelli stop harassing and stalking her. He must also turn in any weapons to the county sheriff. Morelli told FYI, quote, "I find the allegations extremely over-exaggerated and I look forward to discussing the true facts of the matter in court. With myself being in the public eye, it is upsetting that some people will go so low to hurt someone's reputation as well as other people's families," unquote. A hearing is set for August 7th. It's called America's Night Out Against Crime, and on Tuesday night, many communities will take part in the annual National Night Out celebration. Lisa Sugar talks with the organizer of one event that is taking place in Tamaqua.
A big event is being planned in Tamaqua to celebrate National Night Out, an event that is celebrated across the country in many communities. And with me to tell us all about it is Leona Riga, who is the coordinator of the Tamaqua Safety Initiative and also for the Tamaqua Community Arts Center. Glad to have you back with us, Leona.
Thank you, Lisa. I'm glad to be here.
Now, you are planning a wonderful event to get the community to come out as part of National Night Out. You want them to feel safe, and you want everybody to get to know each other and know their neighbors in their community.
We do. On August 5th from 6 to 9 p.m., we are celebrating successes in our community in terms of safety. We bring out our law enforcement, we bring out community organizations like the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts, we bring out local businesses, and they provide information on safety as well as a fun activity. There's some free giveaways that night. It's really just a great time to be out and about in the streets at night with your family, celebrating the fact that we have safe neighborhoods.
And what has been the reaction since you're planning all of this and getting everyone involved?
It's been tremendous. Last year was our first year participating in the national event, and we had about 400 people come out and fill the streets and participate. And this year, also last year we had about, 15 vendors. This year we have 31. So there'll be about 31 different groups that are going to come, participate, have information, have something fun for you to do, including the Salvation Army, who is offering a kids carnival. And that'll be some fun rides and games for people as well.
And you want it to be during the night because you want people to know that their communities are safe in the day and the night.
Yes, that's very important. A lot of times You hear people say, I'm afraid to go out at night, or they pull their kids in when it gets dark, and we want people to know your neighborhoods are safe. It's about getting to know your neighbors. It's also about building camaraderie, being able to help, reach out and say to your neighbor, hey, are you okay over there? Do you need any assistance? Could be something as small as carrying in the groceries to saying, hey, your light's out, let me help you with your lights. Anything, shoveling the sidewalks of snow in the wintertime, but it's a way to build community.
And you get to know everybody because maybe you just moved to the community or you don't know all of your neighbors. So this is a good way to make friends.
It's a good way to make friends. It's a good way to be connected to what is happening around you. A lot of times we kind of are so busy in our day-to-day lives that we don't realize what we offer in our community in terms of involvement with volunteerism or with other organizations where your kids can be safe and have a creative place to be involved and give back to their community as well.
All right, so National Night Out in Tamaqua from 6 till 9 p.m. on Tuesday. And the location?
The location will be at the 100 block of Pine Street. It will also stretch on to Mauch-Chunk Street, and we'll have a little bit of the Kids Carnival over on Railroad Street by our train station.
All right, so everybody come on out and celebrate National Night Out.
Tomorrow evening, get ready to cruise Broad Street in Hazleton. It's the 12th annual Downtown Hazleton Cruisin'. The event runs from 6 to 9 p.m. and will also feature entertainment and prizes from downtown businesses. If you are interested in entering your car, show up at Church and Chestnut Streets next to the former Blue Comet Diner. It's another big Friday in downtown Hazleton, so don't miss it. Tonight we have news from the desk of the Ashland Community Watch. The organization will observe National Night Out on Tuesday, August 5th. Residents are encouraged to turn on their porch lights and walk the town as a show of solidarity to prevent crime. If you can't walk, you are asked to sit on your porch and be visible. For more information, you can contact Community Watch President Frank Rice at 570-875-4190. And a quick reminder that the Standard Speaker has you covered for local news, sports, and feature stories. Pick up the newspaper or head to standardspeaker.com and make sure you sign up for alerts. You can get them via text message. Coming up on the Sportscast, Colin Riccabon, a former local sports anchor and reporter, will talk, sports with us. And after this break, we'll learn all about a fundraiser for United Charities. Stay tuned to FYI.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
We're in your community today talking about healthy habits, and one healthy habit, of course, is getting plenty of water. We're here with Amy Cartwright. She is a dietitian, and today we're talking about grilling. Obviously, in the summertime, we want to enjoy as much of this beautiful weather as possible.
Yeah, so get outside, cook
Absolutely.
outside. Grilling is a low-fat option to, take away some of the fat in some of the foods that you're eating, or just not using fat when you're cooking. So
Right.
it's a great way to get outside and get some healthy cooking going on. And there's so many different things you can grill now.
Everything.
Obviously all your meats, your lean fish, salmon you can grill shrimp, chicken we have here, steak, all different types of marinades, whether you're doing barbecue sauce or other kind of marinades, just to kind of spice it up. You can do something different every night.
You can do corn.
Yes.
Right? What about shish kebabs are another good idea?
Right. Zucchini, even on a shish kebab, or again, just kind of doing it grilled. An easy option for this, again, is also using tin foil. Wrap up, if you're going to do some vegetables, wrap it up in the tin foil, place it on there, and it's done in a few minutes. So again, it not only is it healthy, but it can be very easy too.
Right, and instead of getting your kitchen all hot with the oven going, I know some people, they like to leave their windows open. You could head outside. You can have this, everyone involved. My husband he's like the expert on grilling, and he likes to do like potatoes and onions and peppers, and he sautés it in Italian dressing or light Italian dressing. And again, grilling it, you don't need a lot of products, I think, to, incorporate your grill.
Right.
And it's something, again, a good choice that you have out here is the chicken, or
chicken breast, right.
getting involved with the zucchinis and the cucumbers. You grilled cucumbers?
No, but they could be a good addition to a salad
Okay, I'm
that
like,
you would
wow,
have when you're...
I have to try that tonight, grilled cucumbers.
No, but again, it could be a great addition to a salad that you may be having with your meal when you're outside. Again, fresh vegetables are very abundant right now in the summertime. So going to your local farmer's market, or if you have a garden, grocery store, getting all those fresh vegetables to go along as a good complement is good. Also with the cucumber, we talked about hydration during the summer. If you're outside gardening or just being outside grilling, adding some cucumber and lemon to a gallon of water and let it sit for a couple hours and then drinking it, delicious. So again, it may increase your intake because it has a little bit of a flavor to it.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
The trees like today, I like today, no one can really complain, so far at least, and it's going to cool off again tonight. Let's take a look at our local weather forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, a partly cloudy night. The low will be 59 degrees. On the extended forecast, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the afternoon tomorrow on Friday. The high is at 77. Friday night, the low 63. For Saturday, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, high temperature of 73. Saturday night, that chance of showers and thunderstorms still around before 2 a.m. On Sunday, down to 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, the high is 74. Same chance of storms at night as the low is at 60. The chance of showers and thunderstorms stays in the area for Monday, the high 79 degrees, and at night on Monday, we get down to 59 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazelton. Treat yourself today.
It is one of the biggest events that is held each year by the United Children's Home and United Charities, and here to tell us all about it is the executive director of those agencies, Betsy Urzillo. Betsy, you're getting ready for the big fundraising thing that's going to be happening on August 2nd, a Saturday at 9 o'clock in the morning till who knows when. So tell us what's planned.
Well, we use the parking lot of the United Children's Home, and we have so many items, household items, electronics, jewelry, lamps. It's just a mishmash of things that we do get, but it is a wonderful fundraiser for the boys. So we hope this year we'll have a great turnout.
Now, this is an event that does raise money for United Children's Home and United Charities, but for the one or two people out there who may not be familiar with the wonderful works that are done by these agencies, tell us a little bit about the history of it.
I will. United Charities initially began in 1893. They've been an animal shelter, they've been a tuberculosis clinic, and then they began to take boys. Boys came in 1906, I believe. So they've been in operation for a long time. I think we've served over 6,000 children in total. And the history of the agency has always been to help the community, help the people who need the most services. And I'm proud to be associated with it.
Well, it's for a wonderful cause. So if anyone out there right now says, maybe I have some items I could donate, or maybe they want to donate monetarily, that would be a kind gesture as well.
Come on down or give us a call. That's fine. Or our address is 107 Madison Avenue, West Hazelton, Pennsylvania, 18202. We'd be very happy for anything you have within your heart to give us.
How many children right now are you serving at the home, and how are things going?
Right now, we're serving 18, which is really a rather low number. But as you remember, the scandal with the judges, of which we had no part of, but they removed a lot of children from our agency, so that took our numbers down. And really, the children that we have, we've had different types. We've had truancy, we've had all different problems, but they're really behaviorally challenged. The good hearts, I love them. But they've been in maybe 15 foster homes. They've bounced around, rejected. Every time you're rejected, it's like a death. And then they come to us, and they don't trust, they don't care, don't attach. But somehow, in some way, and a lot of my staff who've been there forever, there's no turnover, they do begin. They give us their worst behavior, and guess what? We're still going to love you. We're still going to be here for you. And it seems to work. We've had some success stories, which I'm very proud of. And just be a productive member of society. That's all I ask of them. Get an education. Number one, education.
Well, I know the organization is wonderful, and you do make a lot of miracles happen, a lot of good works. So please help the organizations, the United Children's Home and United Charities in West Hazelton, by coming out to their big, huge flea market on Saturday, August 2nd, from 9 a.m. until whenever everything's gone, I guess. And if you'd like to make a donation, you can contact United Children's Home at 454-0331, and you can also make a monetary donation as well, because you know it goes for a great cause.
Now let's look at tonight's community calendar. The Tamaqua Public Library will host its annual book and bake sale this Saturday. This special fundraiser will take place from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Tamaqua Public Library on 30 South Railroad Street in Tamaqua. Colin Riccabon joins us in sports next.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Colin Riccabon joins us on the Sportscast, and I don't want to give him a ton of time because I don't want the bosses here at Channel 13 to maybe rethink my hiring, because he's really, really good. You probably recognize him. Sportscaster in our area for a long, long time, former sports anchor and also reporter. And Colin, let's talk about the job a little bit. What did you love about it so much? Was it the small things like Little League? Was it the big things like Penn State or something like that?
Well, Ken, first of all, I'd like to just start by saying you're great at what you do. So there's no fear, trust me, as to this interview and what comes of it. But when you look at doing sports, I mean, it was a childhood dream. So if I spent 1 year covering sports as your every night anchor or just a reporter that got the chance to go out and do feature stories, I loved every second of it. When you look at some of the things I was able to do over my time, my career on air started in Mississippi. I took that job over the phone and didn't know where I was going, didn't know anybody in the South, but I enjoyed 2.5 years of covering the SEC and covering local sports down in Mississippi. Went to Atlantic City, had a chance to cover some minor league baseball, some independent league baseball, and high school football and all the pageantry that goes along with high school sports, and then coming here to northeastern Pennsylvania, 6 years, my longest stay, and had a great opportunity to work with Phil Shaner at WBRE TV for 6 years, and sports photographer Rich Charneski, and we just enjoyed every minute of it. I couldn't leave. They thought I lived there. They really did.
We talked about feature stories off camera, some feature stories we enjoyed, the fact that we enjoy covering sports feature stories. Are there any that stick out in your mind that you remember covering throughout your career?
Wow, over 10 years, there are so many that I could probably talk about, but more here in northeastern Pennsylvania. I really believe that the communities here, the people here, I remember my last night on air, they said, I told them, I said, you made it a happy time for me. It wasn't about me. It was because I'm covering your child. I'm covering your story. So that was special. When I look back, I certainly, probably one of the big ones was a Penguin story about a child that had his Make-A-Wish granted by the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, and to see that kid smile and laugh, and the players, these big tough guys, and they were having a ball out there, playing hockey, scoring goals. There was a story up in the Old Forge area, Kyle Eigen, who walked for the first time in front of a packed house, basketball player. He got hurt, I believe, during football, and he was in a wheelchair, but he took his first steps. I'll never forget that. And then if you look at some of the bigger stories, the Penn State story certainly will resonate with me. I mean, I spent 6 years here covering Penn State football with Phil Shaner on Saturdays, and just the way that entire story played out. And certainly one of my favorites was the Matt McGloin story and his rise from Scranton all the way to the Oakland Raiders. But there are a lot of great stories and moments that you can look back at. And I will say that, and this may have a little hometown feel to it, going to meet Russ Kanzler at the Baltimore Orioles park out there in Camden Yards when he got called up certainly was to see the joy and the hard work that somebody put in, as Russ Kanzler has. And then Joe Madden. I mean, I remember going down to the Philadelphia Phillies and when they were playing an exhibition game, and Joe had a bunch of national media, but when he came out, he came to the local guys first. And it just says a lot about somebody not forgetting about their roots.
Blows your mind. Colin, it's been great talking to you. And as a Red Sox fan, I was very humbling after the Rays won the ALCS that one year in 2008. The very next day after having my heart broken, we had Rays Week all over the news. But it was still, like you said, you become almost, you understand it's more about maybe the people you're covering and these amazing figures who are making a difference in sports. It was great catching up with you. Working with the Red Cross now, and that's what your gig?
Yes, working with the American Red Cross now. I'm the external communications manager for Northeastern Pennsylvania in the Blood Services Division. So urging everybody to really make a difference in someone's life. You know, blood can't be manufactured. It just comes from a generous volunteer donor.
Well, Colin, thank you so much for your time today, and it was great catching up.
Thursday is $1 burger night at Bottlenecks. Get a juicy 4th pound burger for only $1 all night long.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, happy 15th birthday to Adriana Scarlett Ford of Hazleton. Love from Dad, Mom, and Dimitri. And one more announcement, the Hazleton Art League is featuring the annual membership exhibition and sale from August 2nd through 31st. A reception will be held Saturday, August 9th from 5 to 7 p.m. The public is welcome to attend. For info, please call 570-817-1075. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Donald T. Walters of Butler Township. Memorial is Sunday at 2 p.m. at the St. John's United Church of Christ. Friends may call Sunday from 1:30 to 2 p.m. The Crofton Hughes Funeral Home is assisting the family. Diane D. Stetz of Haddock. Memorial is Saturday at 10 a.m. in the Damiano Funeral Home. Friends may call Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. Irene H. Radishofsky of Drums. Funeral is Saturday at 9 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. Thomas J. Mistel of West Hazleton. Arrangements will be announced by the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. And Paul W. and Mary H. Horner, formerly of Tamaqua. Services are Saturday at 1 p.m. at the Zeiselman Roach Funeral Home. Friends may call Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And also tonight, in loving memory goes out to Anthony Broadsman, sadly missed by your family and friends. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazleton. Call Smilax for all of your special events, 570-454-0111.
I'm Mary Malone, President of the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce, and today we're talking about the 12th annual Downtown Hazleton Car Cruise. Please come and join us on August the 1st. We'll be having a cruise-in of upwards of 200 cars, from classics to street racers, that will be on display on downtown Broad Street with some great music and entertainment. Our main sponsor is Tennyson's Auto Parts. And again, food, entertainment right here in downtown Hazleton for your pleasure on Friday, August the 1st.
Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Bonnie McDonald of Tamaqua. Bonnie, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
So I asked Colin Riccabon a few more questions during our interview that you saw on Sports Today. For those extra questions that did not make it on the air, go to facebook.com/FYI News 13. Well, that is it for our Thursday show. We'll see you on Friday. Take it easy, everyone.